You are now tuned in to Hits 92.3, where we take great pride in personal expression of one's feelings, thoughts, or ideals. What you're getting ready to hear on this show are the opinions of the hosts and their guests, and they do not reflect the opinions of Hits 92.3 radio station, the brand, management, staff, their respective advertisers, parent companies, or affiliates. Now stay tuned as this show begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So it seems I got some enemies, yeah. I can feel it in your energy, yeah. I see you hating on what's meant to be, but a nigga too blessed to be stressed out. I'm too blessed to, I'm too blessed to be stressed out. I'm too blessed to, I'm too blessed to be stressed. We've been kicking it hard for a minute. I cherish the memories all that we've been through. I guess that I didn't prepare for the moment that we couldn't work through our issues. Difference between us and time is the reason, and really I can't even blame you. It is what it is. I gotta forgive. Shit, I don't wanna change you. I gotta respect we had a connection. That shit was the truth. The natural selection, I call it divine intervention. No lessons when I was a youth. Had different direction. We had to define our blessings for trying to get in the game. I still came through in the clutch. Fourth quarter with range. I'm calling static on the line. Lose my senses. Destined for greatness while stuck in place with my mental dedication. But still at times I will forget myself. Caught up in some shit. Hesitation I probably felt because of empty validation from somebody else. I never wanted to be amongst some. Watch your step, take me back to realer times when we was fine. We could talk without the drama. Now we fuss and fight, living life, bonding over trauma. I release you, girl. Said I release you, girl. Yeah. Said I release you, girl. Said I release you, yeah. Cause tides turn, baby. Tides turn. I'm so wavy, yeah. So baby, don't chase me. I hope you get home safely, yeah. Cause tides turn, baby. Tides turn. So wavy, yeah. So baby, don't chase me. I hope you get home safely. I really don't know what we're gonna be, but I gotta let go, girl. Cause you disturbing my peace. Really feel it's time now. We need some time and some space. So I gotta let you know, girl. Gotta put you back in your place. And then I gotta move on, just move on. Move on, just move on. Cause tides turn, baby, tides turn. I'm so wavy, yeah. So baby, don't chase me. I hope you get home safely, yeah. Cause tides turn, baby, tides turn. I'm so wavy, yeah. So baby, don't chase me. I hope you get home safely.
Feeling out of whack? Like your mind and body just aren't in sync? You are not alone. In today's busy world, it's easy to feel stressed, sluggish, or simply out of balance. That's where the Natural Way 365 comes in. We offer a range of holistic products designed to nurture your well-being from the inside out. From soothing herbal teas to invigorating body butters and nourishing supplements, the Natural Way 365 has something for everyone. They even have memberships for a more exclusive service. Free community days on every first and third Sunday of the month, as well as events. Get your tickets for the next Paint and Plant on the first Saturday in May. And don't forget to get your youth signed up for the garden workshop before the early bird special ends in May. Follow us on all social media platforms at The Natural Way 365 and The Natural Way 365 LLC Farms. Don't forget to shop online at www.thenaturalway365.com.
Paint your mind on a damaged canvas. Your heart is my main campus. Hey. I can't go on without you. Everything around me looks bland. I don't know, I'm scared of it. Stories whispering in the wind. I take from it as much as I can stomach. Remind yourself you're working for something. You wouldn't be doing this all for nothing. No, free your mind. Get high, get high, get high, get high, high, and vibrate, vibrate higher. Free your mind. Get high, get high, get high, get high, high, and vibrate, vibrate higher. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la. I don't wanna hear about who died inside the club. I just wanna know why it's so hard to show some love. Wonder if they know Fat Tone died of thug. Wonder if they know Jimi Hendrix died of drugs. Life ain't what it seems to be on TV all the time. Every song's a poem, doesn't always have to rhyme. Draw a bigger picture for coloring in the lines. It's important to paint your portrait before you die. Free your mind. Get high, get high, get high, get high, high, and vibrate, vibrate higher. Free your mind. Get high, get high, get high, get high, high, and vibrate, vibrate higher. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Free your mind. Get high, get high, get high, get high, high, and vibrate, vibrate higher.
Hey, the secret's out. Hits 92.3 is now accepting submissions for brand new shows. That's right, you could become a radio personality right here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. You don't have experience? That's okay. You don't live in Georgia? That's okay. You don't know what to do now? Now that's not okay. But your girl is here to help you out. Email us today at hits923newshow@gmail.com and tell us about your potential show with Hits. Again, that email address is hits923newshow@gmail.com. Don't be last. The slots are filling fast.
Can't let my heart show on my sleeve. I missed the call yet from the streets. Spin round the block like I got beef. Baby, I'm like that, you gon' see. These are words of affirmation.
the vibe is peaking, we geeking. There's something speaking straight to my soul, fully breathing. She got the feeling like 90s R&B, I'm tweaking. To ever leave her, it probably never be a reason. A soul shaker, a twerker, a business owner, a real friend that's still cool if you don't talk, you grown up. A love pusher, peace empowerment, mamacita. Back when I met her, she was sipping a limerita. A forward thinker, still be throwing it back on me. And if I'm lacking, she gon' pick up that slack for me.
Can't let my heart show on my sleeve. Ain't missed the gold yet from the streets. Spin round the block like I got beef. Baby, I'm like that, you gon' see. These are words I have for my shoe. You should want me to be more than another situation. You should want me to be more than another situation.
Big booty, slapping it when you get moody. Confident, you never tripping, I get groupie. Never dolo, ride with me even on promo. Album cover, even help me design logo. A fresher too, in it cause we got deeper roots. Remember boo, the balconies in our birthday suit. That yellow coupe, Los Angeles in that Pikachu. I peeked at you, and now I'll forever see the truth.
My heart show on my sleeve. I miss the gold yet from the streets. Spin round the block like I got beef. Baby, I'm like that, you gon' see. These are words I have for my shoe. You should want me to be more than another situation. You should want me to be more than another situation. You should want me, but maybe I'm from the wrong generation.
I just want to run my business and do ratchet shit with my friends, and that's it. That's it.
You are now tuned in to All Hustle and No Fear with your girl, the Hood Unicorn. Come on, let's go.
Back against the wall, last name against the rope. Middle finger stretched, if you thinking it's a joke, tell my friend I'm at the blow, 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 at the blow.
Good morning. How y'all doing? How y'all been? It is your friend Sunshine Rays, aka Griselda Blanca, aka Uni the Motivator, aka the Party Starter. But you tune in each and every morning because I am your Hood Unicorn. I'm here to wake you up with positivity, motivation, current events, and a whole lot of laughter. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all can hear me out there real well. Let me make sure I can hear myself on this mic. Wait a minute. Just a little bit. Hello. Yep, it's on. Okay. Yep, it's on. So y'all know I've been doing the political conversations, that is too loud. Don't y'all judge me. I am my own engineer in the morning and I have to get it right. So don't judge me. Let's see. Let's pull this down. All right, bet. Y'all know I've been doing the candidate conversation, so we're going to keep that going today. We have Miss Funny in the building with us today, and we're going to be talking about her run with Commissioner of District 3 in Clayton County. But of course, I have to wake you guys up with motivation every morning. And this morning, I got this motivation last night from a TikTok, and I had never seen it put like this before, but it hit me in a way where I was like, no, this definitely has to be a conversation for y'all. So this lady was talking to her son, and she was just explaining to him that when somebody comes to you and tells you about something that they're excited about or something that they really love, and it's not something that you necessarily like or you necessarily love or you're interested in, you do not have to yuck on their yummy. And when she said that, it hit me so hard because I love my husband, but don't bring some food in front of him that he don't eat. He is going to yuck on your yummy. And it makes you sit there like, leave me alone. Like, I really do want to enjoy this, and you not liking it, I don't need that from you right now, right? I need y'all to think about sometimes how what you say to a person could affect them, and affect them in a way that it might hinder them from doing or being or accomplishing or trying something that they really were excited about because you decided to yuck on their yummy. And it's all the way from people that you work with, people that are, just telling you their dreams or desires or whatever, all the way down to children. You have to be really careful when you're talking to kids because they are still molding who they are. And your influence on them is a lot stronger than you realize. So you have this kid out here that maybe loves to skateboard, and you always talking, why you always skateboard? Why you always doing this? Why you always doing it? You are yucking on their yummy. And as I'm saying this, I realize I yuck on my son's yummy because I do not like video games. And I'm consistently trying to get him off of that computer and onto something else. But that for him is his yummy. And I have to stop yucking on it, but figuring out a way of just curving it and giving him something else to do. But more than anything, when we say don't tell your big dreams to a small person, right? If you are that small person and you heard that big dream, it the same way it goes back and forth. It's yin and yang, it's duality. Just because you didn't understand the dream, just because you couldn't paint within the lines of their illustration, does not mean that you have to yuck on their yummy. Somebody is understanding what I'm saying, because there's a lot of people out there like this. It's a lot of people out there who inadvertently, for whatever reason, whether you feel like you never got someone to really invest in your likes and desires, or you feel as though you just have to have your opinion said about everything. Your opinion isn't needed all the time. You can keep that information to yourself. If it ain't for you, it just ain't for you. Hold that on your tongue. You do not have to release that energy all the time. Stop yucking on somebody else's yummy. This ain't that difficult. This ain't even a long motivation this morning. Sometimes I give y'all 20 something minutes of motivation. Today is very simple. Don't yuck on somebody else's yummy. Because you putting a bad taste in their mouth when they really had something that they were looking forward to. And that is just so disrespectful. That like sucking joy away from somebody else has to have a really nasty place in hell. You know what I mean? Like, cause you didn't have to do that. And what did it do for you? You know what I mean? So, Ranye said, I always say, you like it, I love it. But you got to be careful with that one, Ranye, because as Black people, we know what that means too. You know what I'm saying? If you really at the cookout, we know what that means to be like, I love that for you. Like, you say that to me and I'm be like, see, what's that supposed to mean? Because you got to be a little bit careful, Ranye, how you do the inflections of that one. But I feel you. Good morning. Let's see. Admin Anitra is here. She said, girl, you better preach. Well, you know, we got big Reverend Reigns in the building. Ranye said, oh, it's a big unicorn today. You can see my blazer. You know, when I wear my blazer, you know, I'm about to be intentional, and it's about to be some real conversations going on. So yes. And Ranye said, nah, I say it from an honest place though. I be being nice about it. And that's all that matters. Y'all, this is all hustle, no fear on Hits 92.3. We're going to get this thing-a-langin'. As always, when we have our conversations with candidates, it's always 2 or 3 things that I'm trying to accomplish here. One of the things that I'm trying to accomplish is that you understand what this position is that we're hiring
hiring these people for, and that we know that these people understand what this position is that we're hiring them for is, and what they see in the position or what they see needs to be done, how it needs to be changed. We also talk to them about who they are, get a feel, get a vibe, you know, because it's really difficult to vote for a name on a piece of paper. It's a whole lot easier to vote for somebody if you understand their background, you know what they come from, you know what they expect and what they want, right? And then, of course, we just have candid conversations because we like to feel the vibe, you know? So we see what's going on in their world and what they see about things going on in our world. Because I got a conversation because Miss Funny said she a teacher and she worked in education. Okay, so y'all know what's going on right now in the Twitterverse when it come down to teachers. So I got some questions that we gonna go ahead and hit on as well. Yeah, we got some questions on that. So we're gonna go ahead and go to this commercial break. I'm gonna set everything up for y'all and we will be right back. Of course, if you want to interact in the conversation as well, all you have to do is drop any of your comments in the comment section. She is running in Clayton County. So all of my Clayton County voters, if you guys are out there, this is a great show for you to be listening in on. Tell your friends to tell your friends and other constituents to tune in. This is a great show for that. And we will be right back. Here is Il Sun with Rejoice.
Ooh, yeah. I rejoice for y'all, cause my blessings around the corner. I rejoice for y'all, from New York to California. I rejoice for y'all, cause my blessings around the corner. And when he comes, you know he's coming for you.
I rejoice like being outside when the porch lights illuminate the space in the place where I was taught right. Never by sight, my fight is faith-driven. Bear witness, cause my mission is to see with clear vision. Good living, finger licking, sitting back, reminiscing like a premonition on things I thought I was missing as I listen to the word and understands God's plans. Let me see the congregation rise up and raise your hand, cause it's a celebration, a joyful occasion. When he part of the equation, his grace is amazing. Total meditation when I'm silently praying. Anything is possible, believe in what I'm saying.
I rejoice for y'all, cause my blessings around the corner. I rejoice for y'all, from New York to California. I rejoice for y'all, cause my blessings around the corner. And when he comes, you know he's coming for you. It's gonna get better, ain't no last forever. I don't care what the world says, I'ma still love him anyway. When I fall, you still stood right beside me and showed me the way. I just want to thank you, Lord, for every single thing you've done in my life. I rejoice in your name. Oh, I rejoice for y'all, cause my blessings around the corner. I rejoice for y'all, from New York to California. I rejoice for y'all, cause my blessings around the corner. And when he comes, you know he's coming for you.
I deliver to the church a few words to encourage. Treat my people like a preacher, how may I be of service? Never nervous, cause the king is with me everywhere I go. It's contagious, I'm courageous from my head to my toe. And I'm here to let you know that the Lord got a plan. So let me see the congregation rise up and raise your hand. Once again, yes I am, the man like Adam. The love God got for you is more than you can fathom. He's so good to his kids, I wanna reach out and grab him and put my arms around him like the rings around Saturn. Can't you see the pattern and the reason why I came? If you can, yeah, stand and rejoice in his name, yeah.
I rejoice for y'all, cause my blessings around the corner. I rejoice for y'all, from New York to California. I rejoice for y'all, cause my blessings around the corner. And when he comes, you know he's coming for you. I rejoice for y'all, cause my blessings around the corner. I rejoice for y'all, from New York to California. I rejoice for y'all, cause my blessings around the corner. And when he comes, you know he's coming for you.
some tattoo therapy? Visit Studio 219 for your next tattoo or piercing. Studio 219 is located at 1900 Piedmont Road in Atlanta, just 1 mile from the Lindbergh train station. Studio 219 is open Monday through Saturday from 12 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. and closed every Sunday. Book your appointment today by visiting www.studio219ink.com. That's studio219inc.com. Make sure to follow 219 on Instagram for promotions and specials at Studio219INK. Studio 219. Let us fix your creative.
Came to waste your energies. Man. I came to win, yeah. Take back what's mine. I came to win, yeah. Take back what's ours. We don't need no explanation. I'm calling out to all the nations to win, yeah. Take back what's ours. We just want a piece of the good life. 'Cause baby, we got places to go. We don't feel, we don't care what it look like. One thing about it and two things for sure. I've been staying in my lane, been doing my own thing, and I don't wanna lose control. I done seen a lot of rain, been through plenty of pain, and I don't wanna lose my soul. I came to win, yeah. To take back what's mine. I came to win, yeah. To take back what's ours. We don't need no explanation. I'm calling out to all the nations to win, yeah. Take back what's ours. I came to win, you came to win, we're gonna win, yeah, yeah. I came to win, you came to win. We don't need no explanation. I'm calling out to all the nations. We don't need no explanation. I'm calling out to all the nations. Yeah. To take back what's mine. I came to win. Yeah. To take back what's ours. We don't need no explanation. I'm calling out to all the nations to win, yeah. Take back what's ours.
There it is me. It's your girl Sunshine Reigns, and with me I have, oh my goodness, I do not want to pronounce your first name wrong. Attania. Oh, I did it right. We have Miss Attania Funny in the building with us. She is running for Clayton County Commissioner District 3, and we will be talking to her today about all things commissioners and as always, I want to educate you about the position. We have had other people come in who are also running for commissioner. I believe we have somebody who's running for District 3 as well. So we kind of know what the commissioner position is, but of course, we like to talk to you about it and find out about the commissioner position. So let's just start with, what brings you to Clayton County?
Actually, my sister moved to Clayton, And we are a few years apart in age, but our kids are months apart in age.
Oh, y'all one of them kind.
So literally,
if I was y'all mom, I'd be so mad. Be like, y'all can't do nothing separate.
Let me tell you, my dad got 3 grand boys in 1 year. So it's like my sister had a baby, I had a baby, my brother's wife had a baby, all in the same year.
It was something in the water.
Something in the water.
I'd have been mad at all of y'all.
Yep.
I'd have been mad at all of y'all.
But I mean,
that's
for me,
3 baby showers.
3 everything.
3 everything in 1 year. I'd have been so mad at y'all.
Yep. 2009, we all had babies.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So are you originally from Atlanta?
No, so my birthplace is Port-au-Prince, Haiti, where the Gene, Gene Funny. And I was raised in Florida. So I've been in the United States since I was 3 years old. Okay. So I had that Southern accent.
Okay.
So I was raised in a little town, the Gateway, Lake City, Florida.
Okay.
And attended Florida Agricultural Mechanical University for my first 2 degrees.
Oh,
yes.
And so you are definitely a Black woman in STEM.
Yes.
Because you said you're also a teacher and you taught science.
Yep.
The fact that you're teaching biology. So I didn't say this to you earlier, but one of my favorite subjects in school was actually science. I like the idea of trying something, coming up with the hypothesis, trying it to see if what you believed is true. Yeah. And then if it's not true, to be able to go back and rework it and then try again. I don't like the idea of you just telling me that it's like this. Yeah. And so I'm just supposed to believe it. Like, no, we can run some tests. We can determine whether or not this works or not. So science always was a lot of fun for me. Plus, I'm very tactical. And science was the one subject in school where you had to see it, touch it, smell it. Like you had to actually be hands-on with it. You had to, mix it, emulsify it. You had to blow it up. You had to take it apart, put it back together, dissect it. Whereas the other studies, they kind of just told you everything and you just had to regurgitate back the information. So science always was a big one for me, which is kind of weird that I guess now I am a Black woman in STEM as well too. Because I'm in the technology part of it. Yeah. So, what schools did you teach at?
In Clayton County, I taught at North Clayton High School and was a teacher of the year 1 year.
Awesome. Yes. So what did you see in the school system that would be something you would want to help out with or gravitate to? Like, what changes did you see in our school systems while working in it?
So I started teaching in Florida and I also taught in New York City. And then
you fight.
I came to
you
Georgia.
Can fight. You can fight. If she for real.
Look, if you can make it in New York, you can really make it anywhere.
Yeah. If you can be a teacher in New York, you can fight. I ain't gonna hold you.
It was
fight.
Glorious years. Glorious years.
What grades are you teaching? Well, biology. So you got
high school.
Yeah, you definitely teaching in high school.
Mainly the 9th graders.
Oh, when they first start smelling themselves and they think they know it all.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But it was wonderful. My years of teaching was absolutely wonderful. You have to go in there with a love for what you do and a love for the kids. And I think one of the things, just as teachers, our students can have a bad day, but you got to turn around tomorrow and embrace them as if almost nothing happened and keep it moving.
You got to let it go. You can't hold it against them.
You have to let it go. And I think that skill is helping me in politics also. Because you have to let things go to be productive. You can't hold on because things will come your way. You just be like, okay, that's what's happening today, and keep it moving.
Yeah. What brought you into politics?
Great story. So it's actually connected to teaching. So you remember I told you I taught in New York City.
Right.
Well, one of the things that New York City has is a very strong union. So teachers have a say of their work environment, things like that. So when I moved to Georgia, not so much.
Really?
So Georgia, unions are somewhat illegal, so they call them professional organizations here, and they really have no teeth of just what goes on in a teacher's life. So ironically, in Clayton County around 2017, the school board lost $40 million. Lost it.
What do you mean it lost $40 million?
They lost it. So
Clayton County School Board.
Yes.
Lost $40 million.
Yes.
Like it just, there's
Yes.
no one knows where it went, and nobody's looking for it no more. It's just gone.
It's just gone. And
this way, no.
I wish I'm making this up, but I'm not making it up.
So this money was allocated towards the kids, like so that they could eat, or for like what was this money supposed to be for?
It was supposed to be in the fund balance, in the general fund balance. So it wasn't stopping them from paying the day-to-day bills, but it brought the fund balance down so low. Like the state.
Are you saying fund like FUN or fund like FUND? Okay, the fund balance.
Yes.
Okay.
And every governmental entity has one. So it's the money in reserve, and you're supposed to have, on average, about 3 months. You're supposed to be able to pay 3 months of your bills to be what they considered healthy. And ours had dropped down so low that we did not have 3 months in there. And so what I've later found out is that the business department knew that they were overspending and that the fund balance was getting down to that way. But the superintendent did not inform the school board. The school board never asked the superintendent, and the school board never talked to the business department. Now, with the county, the great thing about it is that the county has triggers. So this just happened with our sheriff department. So the sheriff department had been spending down their balance to the point where they didn't even have enough money to pay the salaries and keep operations going. So there was a trigger that caused the business department to report to the commissioners. The sheriff didn't come to the commissioners, the business department. So it was a trigger like, we don't have enough money. So at that point, the sheriff decided to send a representative to the commissioners and say, oh, can I have another $14 million?
Yo, that's what What's the Collar was talking about when he was here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Eddie is running for District 1.
Yeah. That's what they were. Yeah. Okay. So we've been hearing a lot of gossip. We've been hearing. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me say this. The more and more I have these people in here and we finding out things, the more and more I realize we not getting the news we supposed to be getting on the news.
No, you got to go to the board meetings.
We're not hearing what we supposed to be hearing, because how has one county, y'all, since we've been here, we've heard them say the county, one person stayed on longer than they should have. So the county lost $2 million for that. We heard that the sheriff's department, they wasn't doing what they were supposed to be doing, and they was missing some money. And now the school board, it sounds like it's
I got one better for you. The same person that stayed on too long and cost the county the $1.5 million to have to run a special election is the same person that was on the school board when we lost the $40 million.
Y'all, we got to start getting more involved in these meetings. I got to find a way. We got to get, if anybody want to, we need to hire. Because I need to be able to be off to go to these meetings, because that's where the real news is. And so why isn't it something, because it's going on in our neighborhoods, because it's going on in our communities, why isn't this something that's talked about louder? Why isn't this something that's brought to light more?
So in Georgia, I feel that the theory, especially for educators, for teachers, is one of those shut up and teach, right? And if you don't shut up and teach, it's going to cost you promotions. It's going to, hinder your progress in education if you want to do anything outside of being a classroom teacher.
So do you think that's because teachers are mainly women?
I think that has a lot to do with it. Even our salaries, when I went back and studied
teachers are women.
Yeah, I even studied that. Read some books on when teachers used to be a male-dominated profession. When it became women, everything, all of our rights and things like that. So when I go back to what brought me into politics, so what happened when the school board found out that we were about to go into a deficit, the way they decided to rectify it was to raise the millage rate as high as they could raise it. They maxed it out at 20 mil.
What's the millage rate? What is it?
That's the amount of taxes that's assessed on your property. A portion of your tax bill goes toward education.
Right.
Whether or not you have children, you'll pay a millage rate for education in Clayton County until you turn 65, and then you get that taken off. Okay. Other counties may be different. So they maxed it out at 20.
I didn't even know about that. Bruh. Being an adult is so difficult because there's so many things you don't even know about. Like you telling me I can fix my tax bill after a certain age because I don't want to pay in the school no more. I ain't paying for them kids no more. FTK. Like, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, so they raised the millage rate as high as they could and maxed it out for Clayton County.
And they also decided to freeze teacher salaries. So for a number of years, teachers got no raises, no matter where you were on the step. You stayed there. And then they also increased class sizes. So they combined a lot of classes together. They maxed out whatever the state requirement was for elementary, middle, and high school. I'm a teacher in Clayton County. So that means that all three of those things hit me. So you raised my millage, but then you literally lowered my salary because now I'm paying more out than I'm bringing in.
And on top of that, you got to work more. And you have to work more.
Yeah. So I have school-age children. So you just increased their class sizes. You raised my millage. You froze my salary. So with that, I said, I need to go talk to y'all. So I started going to the board meetings. I started speaking out. My coworkers, shout out to my coworkers at North Clayton High School, because they were brave enough to come with me. And as I spoke at the board meetings, they would stand up. And then that started raising the eyebrows of the board because they were like, who is this lady? Don't she know she's supposed to shut up and teach? Oh, she don't know. I really didn't know. But let me tell you, God would literally wake me up at night and say, write this, you're going to speak this, you're going to do this. Like it was no, by that point, I came with my ed leadership degree. So I have a second master's in ed leadership, which qualifies me to be an administrator.
Okay.
And so I came from New York with that. And speaking up means you're not getting an administrative position in this county. But I was like, this has to be done because God told me to do it. So we were speaking, and then my sister and I, we would we were heavy. We would go to those board meetings, and then we would start reporting back. We would sit in the car and do recaps on Facebook about the board meeting. We would state who was absent and who was present, because we started noticing that some of the board members was not attending. And then we would notice that they rarely said anything outside of what the chair would say. We noticed that they really weren't listening to the citizens. We were speaking, parents, teachers, all of this. And at that point, I said, okay, y'all not listening to us. I said, I got to get into this political thing. But I didn't jump in as a candidate. What I did is started supporting other candidates, and we started flipping seats. And so I remember...
and this started in 2017?
Yeah, 2017, 2018. Yes. And then we found out that a young lady by the name of Jasmine Bowles was running for school board. And she was running against an incumbent that had been there for years. And I mean years. Running against an incumbent is very difficult.
Yeah, that's what I've heard from every candidate so far, that having that I by your name just gives you an advantage that you have to work over.
Yeah. I mean, it was to the point my husband would put her yard sign in a shopping cart and walk around Walmart and pass out her flyers. And look, you hadn't met anybody till you met Mr. Funny. And,
okay, he's about that life.
Yeah, he's about that life for real. And so we just we started backing candidates that we felt had the heart of the people, the voice of the people, and we started flipping a lot of those seats with the school board. In the meantime, I was starting to attend the commissioner meetings and see what was going on there.
So, and what made you, instead of running for school board, run for commissioner?
Well, because I actually didn't. I'm running for commissioner now. I actually ran for state representative.
Okay.
Because I'm looking at where is the weak link in our representation.
Mm-hmm.
Once we got Jasmine at school board, I felt that we had a voice there.
Okay.
You know, and then I was looking, where did we not have a voice? And for me, it became, okay, our state rep. But like I said, running against an incumbent that is a UGA football player.
Oh,
yeah. So I call myself the audacious advocate,
right?
Because
right.
I had the audacity to
run again. Oh, you had the audacity. You're supposed to just shut up and teach. You had the audacity to stand up. You had the audacity to run against the incumbent. I understand.
But even with the commissioners, I attend the meetings.
Mm-hmm.
I speak up. You know, I am on one of the boards now, so I get to see some of the inner workings of how the county runs. And I have a lot of ideas, innovative ideas that I think will help.
So let's start there.
Around.
Let's start there.
Mm-hmm.
Being at the commissioner meetings and being on the board, what are some of the issues that you see with Clayton County so far?
Well, just from like talking to our constituents. Okay, so you know my background is in biology and science. One of the things that we know that shortens our life is stress. Okay. And so it's from the simplest things. You want to be able to go to the doctor close to where you live. Mm-hmm. Don't want to have to get on the interstate, you know, shop, nice restaurants. These are the things that I know and my constituents know that helps with the quality of life, because that's really what the commissioners are there for, to enhance your quality of life. And so these are the types of things that we have to work on as a county. And what I see happening is that we just have a lot of people that use excuses. So first it was the market crash. Oh, Clayton County was hit hard, and we were hit hard with the market crash. But there were a lot of other places in Atlanta that was hit hard too,
and recovered and bounced back.
Like I think about this one area they used to call Murder Kroger area.
Oh yeah, I know the Murder Kroger.
And have you seen it lately?
No, I haven't. It looks nice. I need to go down on Ponce.
It's flourishing.
I will say this. So I was down over off of Hank Aaron Drive, and I had just so happened to have, been heading towards the city, and I was coming from what is that, Lakewood. Mm-hmm. I hadn't been in that area in a long time.
Yeah, I'm not.
And baby, I started driving down the street, and I said, "Oh,
yep.
Y'all have gentrified." They have gentrified this area. And the way that I knew that it was completely gentrified was I saw a Publix.
Yeah.
Well, did you see a Publix, a Starbucks, or a Chick-fil-A in your neighborhood? I'm telling you, it's gentrified.
Or you
and
see
those taxes are
outside.
Yeah.
Sitting outside in the
little white people walking them little dogs and stuff like that. Oh, they gentrified this neighborhood. And this is not a neighborhood that you think about first as gentrifiable. This was the hood.
Well, that's
but
the
a
whole
nice
thing.
Little pocket of it. They have fixed this up. It's got those houses that are made out of containers and everything else. Everything it looks like it's starting at $150,000 for an apartment. You know what I mean? For a 1-bedroom, it looks gentrified. And then the question becomes, what about all of those people that are living in this neighborhood who can't afford this stuff? The people that live in this neighborhood cannot shop at Publix. They cannot shop at Publix. It's not possible. So what happens to them?
Our area, we want our Publix back. We had it. It went away. We want it back. Everybody wants it back.
So wait, how do you lose a Publix?
They lost it. Yeah. Lovejoy
I don't
area.
think I've ever seen
Lovejoy
a Publix
area
closed down.
Lovejoy area had a Publix. We keep hearing back and forth, something to do with the lease, so many different things. But Lovejoy area had a Publix, and now it's a Food Depot. The people want their Publix back.
Yeah, because they don't. I don't shop at
They
Food
had
Depot.
They had a Starbucks. Starbucks is gone
So basically, that's saying
during the
that,
crash.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, just like you see other communities that bounced back, it starts with leadership. And even during the COVID time period that we had, and so much money was coming into all the counties. Like Biden sent us the money. He sent us what we need. The state of Georgia would not have the surplus that it has right now without Biden sending all that money. And then they were like, you know what, you could take your money and just store it up because you can just use federal money. But of course, the people in power on the state level don't want to give Biden any credit for the surplus. But he deserves a lot of credit for that. So the money that came into our community, do you know that we have sent millions of dollars back because we didn't use it?
So you're saying the money just sat there and they didn't have a plan for it, or it just sat there and they never
the infrastructure to spend it, didn't have a plan for it. Rental assistance money was sent back, couldn't get it out fast enough. I mean, the number of times that I've sat in commissioner meetings to only hear a vote of sending money back, it like hurts my heart every time. I'm like, why do we not have the things in place because, you know, certain federal money has to be used a certain way. But as soon as you get it, like we should have already had a plan in place of how we were going to use it. And it had to be used between a certain time frame. And I kept saying over and over again, if we don't have a plan and use this money, we're losing out on opportunities that we could have done something with. Like,
so what are some things that the money could have been used for?
So Tri-Cities, right? Over in Tri-Cities where the high school, they built a whole wraparound services building for their community with COVID money. Clayton County definitely needed something like that. And we had the property for it. Our Board of Elections, there was money that came in to help improve that. They said they couldn't find a building. The money went back. So our Board of Elections is working out of a building that really they should have moved from a long time ago.
And we still mad about this because I brought this up the last time. If y'all have to pay to get y'all name on the ballot and all of them names on that ballot, and it was a front and a back page, where that money go?
So my understanding,
where that money go? That's a lot of money.
Yes, it is.
Especially if you paying thousands of dollars to get on the ballot. Like you're paying multiple thousands of dollars to get on the ballot. Where that money go?
My understanding was that half goes to the state Democratic Party and half goes to the county Democratic Party. That's my understanding.
And where that money go? Okay. Okay. Hey, look, I am an itemized type of person. Give me a list. Just tell me what it went to. You know what I'm saying? We figure that out later. But if you can't even tell me where it went, then I'm looking at it like there's some kind of impropriety here. And I'm still trying to figure out on my end as a constituent how the powers that be that aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, how they're getting their kickbacks, how they're, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's in it for you to not use this money for the county if it's going to affect you because you live in the county? Like you said, you live here, your taxes went up, your kids had more people in the classroom. Like you felt that as a part of the community. Aren't these people a part of the community as well? And so, you know,
well, who part of the community? Because one of the things that Clayton County also has, we have a lot of people in very high positions that make six figures that don't live in the county.
Okay, so let's talk about that. That's allowed?
Yeah.
That you don't have to live in Clayton County.
Well, the only people that must live in Clayton County, and sometimes I wonder about that because I think some people just have some property there.
Mm-hmm.
But the only people that must live in Clayton County are your elected officials. Everybody else, the directors that they hire, the people in the other positions, just in different departments, there's no requirement that they live in Clayton County. And even we just had a whole housing symposium that the Office of Economic Development just did last week on Friday, as a matter of fact. And even the professor from Clayton State, who just does the data, okay, told us that the amount of money we have leaving Clayton County, because what you do know is that people will spend 3 to 5 miles from where they live. Mm-hmm. You spend where you live.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have an issue with our average salaries. Our average salaries are lower than what they actually are, because we cannot count the salaries of people that live somewhere else. Mm-hmm. So they work in Clayton County, could be making upwards of $90,000 to $100,000 a year, but that salary is counted in Fayette where they live, or Henry where they live, or Fulton where they live. Mm. So
can that be changed?
If we start hiring from within our county, hiring the talent that we have.
But I mean, like, can the rule be changed where those people have to have, I guess because they're not elected, you can't change that rule. Yeah. Because, okay, I see.
But I'm just saying these are some of the issues. And so our community want economic development. They want business to come in. Well, public comes in.
So this is what Eddie's talking about, what you were just talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Gordon said a candidate called the police on him at his house to prove that he was living at his house. He said she couldn't believe that he owned all of his land. So that's y'all calling the cops on each other too?
Well, you do want to make sure that a candidate lives where they say they live. You know, I had an incident too that I reported a candidate that was paying homestead exemption in another county, and not another county, in another district.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if you're paying homestead exemption, well, not paying homestead exemption, you should receive homestead exemption in another district, but you're running for this district. Yeah, you should prove it.
Okay.
Just prove it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, then we found out that she wants to be commissioner, but you only lived in our district 10 months. But you know enough to be commissioner. But so calling the police is not how we do it.
Right. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, you're not supposed to call
you
the
shouldn't
police.
Call the police on no black man at his house at this point in time. That's asking for somebody to get their feelings hurt.
But there is a process that you can report it. You know, I went through the process of reporting it before the Board of Elections, and then they had to prove that they had been there.
Okay.
But there's a way to do it, and you should do it. And I'm going to tell you, Clayton County, we have a lot of leadership hurt. You know, you have church hurt. We got leadership hurt.
Okay. Okay.
So anybody running for office in Clayton County,
be expected.
Yeah, the residents are going to look at you with as well we should, because we got a lot of leadership hurt.
Do you think it's something that can be changed quickly, or do you think it's something that will take a while to fix in Clayton County?
No, right now we are about that change. We are about it. So it is about getting good people in office right now and holding every single one of us accountable to what we said we were going to do. So yes, it can be done. We have some good candidates out there. I'm a good candidate. Awesome. You know, I'll look you straight in your face and say, I'm a good candidate. I am here to serve the people. Like, my life was fine before going into politics. But I feel it's just one of those things that I always say, like, I don't want to end up in the belly of the well. When God gives you something to do, you have to do it, you know, and that has been my trajectory. But so we have good candidates.
How do you see yourself being able to work with the other commissioners and with the chair to be able to make things happen? Because y'all gotta work together, and that's the thing of it all. It's like we have everybody with their own agenda, everybody who sees something in their perspective or what they want to see roll out. But at the same time, if we're all not working together, if we're all not at some point coming to a middle ground, it's just going to stall out anyway, right?
Yeah.
So how do you bring everyone together to make sure we do start getting things done?
I think my years of teaching, you know how many different personalities that I have worked with over the years. It's just one of those things that I think for me, you put God first, like, Lord, I'm going into this meeting. May I have favor on it? If this is what you want us to do, I think it has to come from the heart. And you have to know why you're doing it. If this is about some ego trip that you have, then you shouldn't do it. But if this is about serving the people, then we all come on one page. And I think what's been happening is that people want their way all the time. And even in our national system, in our state system, everybody wants their way all the time. The whole Marjorie Taylor Greene of the situation. You want your way all the time.
And you're the only person that's right. No one else is right.
Compromise.
Yeah.
You have to compromise. So it's like if you want a shopping mall area like this, but they come to you and they say, well, can we do it like this? I'm like, okay, let's talk this thing out. Let's see how it works. And you got to start with a plan. I don't feel like we went into Clayton County we have a comprehensive plan. When you look at it, it was a 5-year plan. I can't tell you anything on that 5-year plan that was accomplished. So now we're creating a new one that has to be submitted by the end of this year.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. When y'all submit that, how do we find out what that is?
No, the community was involved in creating it.
Okay.
And the community was involved in creating this comprehensive plan. We've had various sessions all over the county where people come together, and it is about the same thing that was on the last one. We want economic development. We want affordable housing. We want health care, just different high quality health care, different things like that. So then we come together as leadership, the board of commissioners, the school system, all the other departments, and say, okay, on this list of goals, what can we tackle and how quickly, we have our short-term goals, long-term goals, things like that, and we come together. So now when you get ready to do the land use, map out the land use, things like that, you don't put another storage unit because this area is designated for another type of industry. And then you try to bring some other industries in. Like what I'm seeing happening on Terra Boulevard is making me cringe. Terra Boulevard is our major highway that runs, get off of 75.
That's takes you all the way.
It's our thoroughfare. It takes us all the way in. At some point, gambling is going to happen at that motor speedway.
You think so?
Oh, yes.
You think so?
At some point, yes, it's coming. We need to be prepared for that now. If it's 5, 10 years, 15 years down the line, we need to be prepared. We need to make sure that as they head that way, that they dropping off some money in Clayton County. They're going to drop off the money on Terra Boulevard. They're not turning down to go down a back road.
No. And when I think about Terra Boulevard, I can't think of one restaurant on Terra Boulevard that I would want to stop at. Like the Terra Boulevard should look like Cobb, over by the stadium in Cobb County. How when you go down, you've got a Applebee's, and then you've got a Olive Garden, but you have all of these different sit down restaurants, or at least places that you would want to go. I can't think of anything in my mind on Terra Boulevard like that.
We got some work to do, but we all have to be on the same page about how do we accomplish that.
Because when you're thinking about it, what other amenities do you have going down Terra Boulevard that, like, okay, because see, now I'm thinking of some things. There's no reason why on Terra Boulevard y'all don't have like a Monkey Jones or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Why y'all don't have no jump houses, or why y'all don't? You have tons of kids in that area. That would be a great amenity to have over there. You definitely have the space. Okay. The more and more that I talk to y'all, talk to different people who are running, I see you all have the same vision. You all see the same thing that needs to be done. I think you all just have different directions that you're trying to get there, which of course makes sense because you're going there from your perspective, of course. But it sounds like across the board, everybody is realizing the same issues in Clayton County, that you have a lot of money going out, that there are not enough amenities such as you have food deserts, you have, or not even just food deserts, because like you said, you got that food mart, but that's not what y'all want.
Now we do have a Kroger, a little.
That's not what you want. It is great.
But we want our Publix back.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Thinking about it now, something that would absolutely make sense in Clayton County. Why don't y'all have a farmer's market?
So we have small farmers markets.
Don't you tell me about that one off of 75, because that is not a farm. That drive-through one, oh my god!
No, the cities have
so mad at that, because you know what I'm talking about too, don't you?
I do go there to get pretty flowers.
The smell of it was making me upset.
Another,
because I'm so used to the DeKalb County's farmer market, right? And that's not a farm. That outdoor space was not a farmer's market. But to have something like that in off of Terra, or to have something like that in Clayton County, I think that would bring a lot of business into Clayton County.
Well, the cities have smaller farmers markets. So I know that Jonesboro has one, Lovejoy has one, and that's another thing that we have to make sure that we do is it's one Clayton, and we have to make sure that all of our cities and the county are working together. Yeah. So that's something that we're bringing in. I think the candidates are aware of that and building those relationships. So I've made sure that I've built relationships with the three of this, well, even more than three, but the ones that I will be representing. So the Lovejoy, Riverdale, Jonesboro, and support those mayors in their initiatives also.
So admin Anitra is here. She said, I miss Terra Boulevard. I stayed off of Battle Creek. And then she said, there's a Dwarf House, a Sonny's Barbecue, my favorite, and a Checkers. Everything else is regular. Babe, I'm not leaving my county to come to Sonny's Barbecue.
Yeah, and you have to turn down the road to get to the Sonny's.
I'm not leaving Fulton County to go to Sonny's Barbecue, and I'm definitely not leaving Fulton County to go to the Dwarf House. Like, I get what they're saying. There's nothing out there that make you need to go down Terra Boulevard, or really makes you feel like, I need to go over there to spend my money like that.
And that's like, I literally said that in one of our forums. It was the day before my husband and I 16th anniversary, and I said it in the forum. I'm like, it's in the middle of the week. I think the forum was on a Wednesday. Our anniversary was on Thursday. I'm not going into Atlanta in the middle of the week. We got, it's just not. And I said, I don't have anywhere in Clayton County
to go get nice.
Yeah, to go get nice.
Get nice. There's nowhere out here to go get nice.
We end up going to Henry.
Really?
Yeah. It's still close by, but a very nice.
But you spent your money somewhere else.
And then walked in there and saw somebody else from Clayton County.
Really? And that's just as sad, because y'all just out here just feeling like you want something and y'all aren't providing it for them.
And that's the stress that I'm talking about. Just the small things in life. Every time you have to get in your car and drive down the road, it's stressful. The further you have to go is even more stressful. So you think about taking your kids to the dentist, taking them to the eye doctor, just your basic appointments, things like that. These things should be in your county. You should not have to leave your county. And those are the things that I think about and sit up at night figuring out how we can do it. But I know it can be done. I know with the right leadership, we can get those things accomplished, and we can have a much better quality of life in our area. And then just beautification. Like, we get off of 75. I think we're just now putting something that says, you're in Clayton County, hi. You know, and having the businesses that we do have, making sure they step up to the plate too. What I've noticed, so I'm having a food drive, a food giveaway on Saturday.
Okay.
And I want to go to the areas that really need the food. And so I saw, these parking lots, the little strip plazas and stuff. And I was like, oh, great spot to have a food drive. Like, you don't get out your car, we're going to put it in your car. And so one of the businesses, I was like, hey, who do I get permission from to use the parking lot? They were like, oh, the owners who are not in Clayton County. Call the owners. Oh no, it's a liability. You can't give out food there. It's a liability for you to drive a car into a parking lot where people are driving into.
We're like, bringing people into your establishment, which
called another spot. Oh, this is a great spot for call them. Now all these people are Sandy Springs, the owners there. So we have can't do it. I'm going to end up doing it in a daycare. One of the daycares.
I thought you were going to say a church.
Yeah. So, because I just wanted it, like, my church is a little further out. Like, I could have done it at my church, but I wanted to bring it a little closer to the neighborhood where it needs to be, where if you got to walk to come get your box, I want you to be able. So I've tried to, and all of these businesses that own these strip plazas would not allow me to give out food in the neighborhood. So you collect lease money from these businesses, but give back. We have a lot of businesses.
We need a way to tell people stuff that like that too. Like, let me know. I tell everybody. I promise I don't have no problem saying it. I tell everybody.
Siobhan said the same thing, having an issue with a place to do a giveaway. Yep.
Sam is here. He said the most popular thing on Terra Boulevard was the gun store, which is a very sad thing. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and go to a commercial break. When we get back from this commercial break, Miss Money, I definitely want to ask you, as a teacher, right now, everybody is talking about this teacher who let these little girls take his hair down. Have you seen this?
No, I haven't seen this one.
Okay, perfect. So while we on break, I'll find it for you. This man at school, he done let the little girls take his hair down, and everybody done turned it into something, big or not. Hey, as a parent, how you feel is how you feel, right? And he's lost his job behind it. So I would like to talk to you about the TikTok teachers. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of teachers out here that are speaking real hot fire. Like, they being very honest, like, y'all kids don't know they shapes in 9th grade, or they can't read, or
I've run into that.
The fact that as a teacher, I got to turn a video game on the side while I'm teaching because y'all can't focus on just one thing. It's called TikTok teaching, where they open up a TikTok like video on the side and they have it side by. I'll show you, girl.
Yes.
It's But Ranye said, what are the names? Tell us who they are. I'm telling y'all, I'm finding my bag. I'm getting these people's phone numbers. We get relationships. And it's gonna start being like, when I be like, hey, I got a story for y'all, And y'all be like, who's your source? Don't worry about it. I got sources now. Look, don't worry. Right. I got sources now.
That's right.
You hear something you don't like and you can't tell, don't worry. I got a friend you can tell. Go send Sunshine a text message real quick and tell her go look this up and see what she can find. Ooh,
Sunshine, you know that's what I got from the other teachers.
Really?
When I started speaking up, I started getting text messages.
Yes, that's what I'm gonna be.
Hey, this is what's going on.
That's what I'm gonna be. Tell me. Yep. I promise you, I'll tell. Okay. You know why? Because they get on my nerves when they don't be telling the truth and when they hiding stuff from us because we hire you. You shouldn't hide from me when I hire you. Here is You Get on My Damn Nerves by Chloe to God.
Da 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 da. You get on my damn nerves. My patience running thin. This ain't even anger. Bitch, you make me anxious. This is barely about us. You got problems in your mind, and you keep making big threats, and we don't see eye to eye. You spend half your life with dilated pupils. I don't think you're nice, and you treat me kinda cruel. All your moves is crazy, you compromise my safety. All your friends are shady, they tried to warn me vaguely. You patronize me daily, you never call me baby or treat me like a lady. And mainly, quite frankly, you get on my damn nerves. My patience wearing thin, and this ain't even anger. Bitch, you make me anxious. This is barely about us. You got problems in your mind, and you keep making big threats, and we don't see eye to eye at your big ribate. You should have a grip on that reckless rate, and I should take a hint, cause my resting state shouldn't be delusion. I should contemplate how we got to this conclusion. Well, we used to have some things so simple, so sweet. You had me brush and sweat me off of my sleeve. We used to have this shit all down to a science. Now are we sharing this? Imagine if we stood our ground. I wish that we could work this out. Let's get it. You get on my damn nerves. My patience wearing thin, and this ain't even anger. Bitch, you make me anxious. This is bad about us. You got problems in your mind, and you keep making big threats, and we don't see eye to eye. Yeah, God, problems, and you get on my damn nerves.
Hustle no fear, I come in a rush. If I no money, then you gotta hush. They got me leaning like I'm on a crutch. Came out the trenches, I had to adjust. Jump off the porch, I had to go get it. Ratchet with friends, so handle my business. Go get the money as long as they put it. Calculated how I'm counting the digits. Bitch in my bag, I come in a rush. If I no money, then you gotta hush. They got me leaning like I'm on a crutch. Come out the trenches, I had to adjust. Jump off the porch, I had to go get it. Can't do no faking when handling business. Go get the money as long as they put it. Calculated how I'm counting the digits. Moving like a wide receiver, I was out there catching plays. Started out with nothing, but I finally made a way. Now I'm in my zone, they know my name in other states. 4G out of chrome, burning rubber, fuck the jakes. Doing it dash digital, shot in my bag, pitiful. I want a one original. If you play on my name, they gon' finish it. Diamonds on diamonds, I'm covered in ice. Your diamonds so crazy, they cloudy and sprite. I walk in the room and I turn on the lights. The life of the party, upsetting the vibe. Yeah. I'm a trendsetter. Never catch me slipping, stand 10 toes down, move clever. Why you pillow talking with a freak? You help me? Let him check me out the streets. No, never. Hustle no fear, I come in a rush. Ain't by no money, then you gotta hush. They got me leaning like I'm on a crutch. Came out the trenches, I had to adjust. Jump off the porch, I had to go get it. Ratchet with friends, don't handle my business. Go get the money as long as they bring it. Calculated how I'm counting the digits. Bitch in my bag, I come in a rush. Ain't by no money, then you gotta hush. They got me leaning like I'm on a crutch. Come out the trenches, I had to adjust. Jump off the porch, I had to go get it. Can't do no faking when handling business. Go get the money as long as they bring it. Calculated how I'm counting the digits. Hustle no fear, I come in a rush. By no money, then you gotta hush. Handle the business. Hustle no fear, I come in a rush. Ain't by no money, then you gotta hush. Handle the business. Hustle no fear, I come in a rush. Ain't by no money, then you gotta hustle. Let's get it.
Hey, the secret's out. Hits 92.3 is now accepting submissions for brand new shows. That's right, you could become a radio personality right here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. You don't have experience? That's okay. You don't live in Georgia? That's okay. You don't know what to do now? Now that's not okay. But your girl is here to help you out. Email us today at hits923newshow@gmail.com and tell us about your potential show with Hits. Again, that email address is hits923newshow@gmail.com. Don't be last. The slots are filling fast.
Baby, come see me another day when money ain't no problem. And my Twitter account got about 5 million followers. I'm on a bumpy road, but bitch, I'm smooth and go like butter. Fly away like beauties do after their caterpillars. I'm changing, don't need a filter. Been vibing since I was a toddler. Got the juice from my father. Maybe that's why I bother to bring this light tonight and illuminate their tomorrows. Saving them from their sorrows. Hope if I lead, they follow. Cause man, we need a beacon. I'ma be that shit. Little girl made it off rapping, never sold a brick or hit a lick. Appreciate the little things, alleviate the lunatics. Then maybe then I'll take your shit. Cause baby, I've been thinking about it all day. Looks so good, I'll fuck you in this hallway. Trying to run the world, but I can't concentrate. Something like that new and Rashad every Sunday night. Something like that new and Rashad every Sunday night. Something like that new and Rashad every Sunday night. Something like that new and Rashad. Babe, I'm feeling better and I'm stormy weather. Run off endeavors. Picked my ass off the pavement. Thought I'd be there forever. I always think I know better. I always know that I don't. I'm seeing God as a humor. Sometimes I feel like a joke. Grandmama laughing in heaven. Still ain't done right with my blessing. You fresh air when I'm stressing. You make me feel like it's standing. Flying away from this planet. You pick me up when I'm landing. I can't be so damn distracted. Gotta go through with my planning. I knew that we were meant to be the night I caught your show. And now we running shit but have so very far to go. And all I need is you and me, and that's the only thing I know. So go ahead and drop them draws just like before. Yo, cause baby, I've been thinking about it all day. Looks so good, I'll fuck you in this hallway. Trying to run the world, but I can't concentrate. Something like that new and Rashad every Sunday night. Something like that new and Rashad every Sunday night. Something like that new and Rashad every Sunday night. Something like that new and Rashad. Something Every Sunday night, something like that. Nunu and Rashad. Every Sunday night, something like that. Nunu and Rashad. Every Sunday night, something like that. Nunu and Rashad.
Body image and positivity are major impacts in today's society. At Nurse to Beauty, we believe in bringing the beauty from within to the forefront. For those of you who are planning to have cosmetic surgery, Nurse to Beauty is ready and available for all of your post-operative needs. My name is Dontricia Dunham, and I am the registered nurse and owner. I have over 10 years of experience with emergency medicine that has aided me in giving quality medical care for cosmetic surgery clients. We specialize in a number of safe and effective options and solutions to help you achieve your ideal body image. Have a one-on-one virtual consultation via phone or private suite location. Have your lymphatic therapies and all other postoperative needs performed by a licensed medical professional. Mobile postoperative services are also available upon request. Not interested in cosmetic surgery at this time? No worries. We also provide an array of body modification services to fulfill all of your beauty enhancement requests. We understand how costly aftercare can be after a cosmetic surgery. Ask about our affordable payment plans today with instant approval and no hard credit check. Log on to www.nursetobeauty.com for more information. Call or text 404-849-0260. For education, client transformations, and reviews, follow all of our social medias at Nurse to Beauty. See you next time.
The background. Shout out to Siobhan, Dr. Siobhan Fleming, who's also running for a seat in Clayton County. And she over here talking about sunshine. Yeah, she running for court clerk. She over here talking about sunshine for school board. Don't you do that? Don't you do that? Like I just told Miss Funny, look, I got way too much Eric Mays in me. If everybody on the board say yay, I'm gonna sit back here and just wait. Nay. No, I because I firmly believe that there should always be a person who says who makes you think about the opposite of it. You know what I'm saying? Who makes even if you change my mind and eventually I say, yay, I'm with it. But it's like, hold on, wait a minute. If everybody agrees to this, there has to be somebody that just makes us think for a little bit. Okay, but what about no? You know what I'm saying? Just help me see it all. Because I think sometimes we just move too fast and we're just all for it. Like, yeah, that's what's up. But what are the
by the time
pros
it
and
gets to
cons
the
of it?
board meeting, it should have been flushed out a little bit more.
I still want to do it again. I still want to. I'm the last one. I'm the last one. So, okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this TikTok teacher situation.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, so you've been a teacher for how many years now?
I was a teacher for 27 years.
So it wasn't even
always a teacher.
And it wasn't even no social medias when you were a teacher.
Yeah, when I started.
So, how do you feel about teachers recording themselves in the classroom, recording their interactions with children, and just because I showed you the video and I showed you what was going on. I
don't think that particular one was necessary to be recorded. Mm-hmm. Now, the ones I do like to see, if a teacher is showing a best practice of a way, like for them to learn their multiplication tables, or like one of the things that I wanted to always be good at, but I wasn't, with the ones that add rhythm to their lessons. And I would have my students to create their own. If you're recording something like that for educational purposes, but I think outside of that, just do things that you're in your personal life. But I don't think that was necessary to be recorded. I do feel that the motivation behind it was that he was just showing the rapport that he has with the students, because I do find that you do have to relate to them outside of your subject area. So one of the things I would do would be like, go to their games, serve the concessions, serving the concession stands, root for them outside of what we did in the classroom. Then they would come to school the following week and be like, hey, Miss, first it was Miss Jean, and then Miss Funny, I saw you at the thing, or, and then you see their parents in the stand. So then when you have to call their parents, be like, well, I saw that teacher in the stand. So what you did, because this teacher likes you, and you have that rapport. So I think he was maybe trying to show that and stuff, but I think him allowing him to take his hair down, to me as a veteran, was a bit too much. Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to see my daughter taking down her teacher's hair.
Now, as a teacher, have you helped other students?
Unless he was a cosmetology teacher.
See,
so what was he teaching? Because we do have that, we have trades.
So you see videos all the time, though, of teachers doing students' hair, especially because they come to school and, their parents might not have been able to keep their hair together, or because of the fact that hair is such a personable topic, the way you get teased and different things like that. But when you bring in cosmetology, every single girl had their own comb.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't like,
oh no, they bring it all to school.
Right.
They bring it all.
This was something that every last one of these girls was probably interested in anyway, naturally. You know what I mean? He could have been fostering a whole new, idea of a career for these young ladies. I think for me, my issue is, we know that everybody don't belong at the cookout. Stop letting them see us at the cookout. If they didn't come on their own, don't give them a video of what happened at the cookout. Like, a lot of people understood what didn't need to be said in that relationship. The people who didn't understand it are the people who got him fired.
Yeah.
The people who don't understand that relationship between a male teacher and a female student, or the young ladies who don't have fathers and uncles and brothers or whatever, or just because I did not, in this particular situation, I did not see anything sexual with it.
No, I didn't see that at all.
I completely understand a parent's position in saying that's not what I sent you to school for.
Yeah.
But you also don't know what that might have been doing for those children.
I don't see that being a firing situation.
Right.
Now, one of the things...
Definitely course correction. Y'all could have definitely hit him up and been like, hey, stop recording shit.
Yeah. Stop that and don't let them do that again.
Right.
But I know for me, I grew up, my dad was a tailor. So I grew up in his business. So I learned how to sew. I've been sewing since I was 12. And while I was a teacher, I made prom dresses for some of my students. So they had to come to my house and get measured and everything else, altered, and and I mean, there is no way on earth you're going to teach for over 20 years and not end up with one of them being in your life forever. So I have a unofficial adopted daughter.
Really?
Yeah, her mother passed right before she got to us. That summer before ninth grade, her mother passed, and she came to us in ninth grade, and she was a Spitfire, and she's been in my life ever since. She's in her 30s now, has her own kids, but talk to her tomorrow is Ma, things like that. So you're going to, I don't know any teacher that don't have that story to tell.
But isn't that the purpose of teachers? If you know anything about Abbott Elementary, Quinta has said that she named the show after a teacher.
Yeah.
that really had a super influence on her. You know what I mean? I hate when I hear people say things like, teachers told me I would never amount to anything.
Yeah.
That line when Biggie starts his song, to all the teachers who told me I'd never make it out there. Oh my God, what teacher was it? So I could punch him in the face.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't need to be a teacher. You know, one of the things that I noticed.
Some people's families, that's a aunt, that's an uncle, that's a cousin.
You yucking on their yum.
Yep.
You know what I mean? One thing that I found really weird when I put my kids in school, but now I understand this is part of being a teacher. In pre-K, do you know they teach your kids to brush their teeth and wipe their butt? I know it sounds like that's not something they supposed to be teaching your kids, but every morning for pre-K, they brushed their teeth together. And you would think something like that was something that you learned at home.
Yeah.
But no. These teachers do have to help your kids do their hair. There are some schools where the teachers are helping your kids wash their clothes.
Yes. All the athletic departments have washer and dryers.
So the fact that you don't want that intimacy there between children, and maybe intimacy isn't the right word, because y'all see that word only in a sexual way. You know what I'm saying? That familiarity.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
There's always gonna be that there when you are around someone 5 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
And for some people, you know, hours and hours upon the day. You know what I mean? You can't help that. And I'm with Sam. He said stop broadcasting everything.
Yeah.
I think that was a very tender moment that could have stayed between them, you know? And but at the same time, I'm also very happy at some of these teachers who are posting things and showing things that are going on in their classroom, because what is you doing? What is you doing, ma'am? You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember a couple of years ago, it was some teacher and she was teaching math, but she was doing something that had nothing to do with math. And it was just so egregious that she did eventually lose her job for it. But it's like, if we didn't have cameras in the classrooms, or if them kids did it video recorded, we would never know, you know? I'm an advocate of cameras in the classroom. I
am too.
Oh, and I've had a couple teachers tell me, Sunshine, we can't do that because
it's a privacy
issue. I get it.
But I sure would like these parents to see how the kids act.
Same way y'all be watching y'all dogs at the groomers and they be playing and everything else like that. I need somebody. Hey, look, they watching you. I'm about to send this 27 minutes to your mama right now. You know what I'm saying? Because
I had one student. I'm gonna tell you, my little teacher's salary, I didn't know what Giuseppe's were until like Mary J. Blige song.
You talking about the shoes?
The shoes.
Okay.
The young lady had on some Giuseppe tennis shoes in class. And
what?
I was like, you
where in Clayton County?
Listen, no, don't come for Clayton like that.
Wait a minute, no, because you said you was in New York. Now, in New York,
no.
I might be able to understand it. They fly as hell in New York.
Yeah, that's true. No, it was in Clayton.
It was in Clayton. With some Giuseppe. Tell us, she can't spell Giuseppe.
No, and this is the thing. Like, I actually moved to New York because I went to
Giuseppe.
But listen, I moved to New York because I went to fashion school.
Oh, okay.
So that was my whole reason of being there.
So you should have seen some Giuseppe Hills,
right? There. And I was teaching in a fashion high school, but I was teaching biology. Let me tell you, those days were fabulous. But so when I see nice things, like my eyes perk up. Yeah. So I was like, oh my gosh. And they were like, Miss Funny, did you know those are Giuseppe's? And I'm like, Giuseppe's? What are
How much are these shoes?
When I saw the price of them, I fell out of my chair. And but then it was a situation where the young lady was not doing well in class and stuff. So I was like, on her. You know, my class is a state exam class. And we all about getting what we need to get. This young lady told me that I need to just let her fail in peace. I text her mom. Miss such and such, your daughter just told me with these Giuseppe tennis shoes on that I need to leave her alone and let her fail in peace. I said, I am not going to do that. Mom came, pulled her out of the school. I guess because I was harassing her too much.
Wait.
I don't know why. She never said anything to me, but she withdrew her and took her somewhere else because maybe the other teachers were saying the same thing. I don't know. Within 2 weeks, that young lady was back and she was back in my class. And I was like, okay, we're going to do some work now. She's like, okay, yes. I mean, it was just a story that I always remember. But that young lady told me to leave her alone. And she said it out loud in front of everybody in the class. Let her fail in peace. I was like, nope, not going to do that. Because you got a certain lifestyle that you around here with Giuseppe tennis shoes. To maintain this lifestyle, you definitely need you an education. So I don't know what's going on.
Let me fail in peace.
Yes, she did. And I text Mom with those exact words. Mom did not text me back. But I guess they had a conversation. But she came back.
I would have pulled up on my kid. I ain't going front. We would have had a come to Jesus moment. You need some course correction. Let me check you out of school for a couple of minutes and we're going to come right back.
The type of passion that I had in my classroom is the same type of passion that I have for my county.
So I was just about to say, we got 5 minutes left. Let me go ahead and give you a chance to stand on your soapbox and tell everybody exactly who you are, what you are running for, and why you are the perfect candidate for the job.
Well, thank you. And thank you for having me today. This was so much fun. I am Attania Jean Funny, known as your audacious advocate, because I use my love of learning, passion for community engagement to empower people. I am running for commissioner for Clayton County, District 3, and I am the perfect person to be commissioner because I have a heart to serve the people. I am knowledgeable about the things going on in our county, and you have someone that you can trust. You have someone that is hardworking, and you have someone that has innovative ideas. I mean, I have so many that I can't even talk about them all because I need to make sure we got to go through legal and make sure I can do them. But you have someone here that's going to work every day to enhance the quality of our lives in Clayton County. And that is what a commissioner is there to do. And you can follow me on my Facebook, A Funny for the People, Instagram, A Jean Funny, and my website, ajeanfunny.com. So please, it is still early voting.
It is still early voting. Voting is next week. Tuesday.
Yep. So Monday, today through Friday, you can still go vote. And then election day is on Tuesday, May 21st. Please vote. Attania Jean Funny, Commissioner, Clayton County, District 3.
Awesome. Awesome. Now, y'all know I am not in Clayton County. I am in Fulton County. So I can't vote for any of these people who have come up here. I only had one person from Fulton County to come up during these interviews. So not next year, but the year after that. I will definitely make sure I reach out and I find more Fulton County people or just more people around the city as well. Clayton County came and showed up and showed out this year when it came to elections. And I really appreciate each and every one of you for coming out.
We appreciate you.
Because it was just something that I felt as though I had to do. Like I've said before, my father is a mayor where he lives, and being around him and listening to him and just talking to him, it put me in a position where I was saying I want to be more vocal about what's going on in my community, give other people a chance to be vocal about what's going on in the community, and just know, because a lot of times, we took these classes in school so many years ago. And a lot of y'all don't remember what each one of these positions is for. But we hire people, and when I say hire, I mean vote for. We hire people all the way from dog catcher to attorney general. You know what I mean? And every last one of these positions does something to us. Like she was just saying, mess around and the school system didn't have all the money that they needed. They done spent all their money. So guess what? Your taxes went up. Who knew?
That's exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm. Who knew my taxes would go up because y'all didn't spend y'all money right? So now I want to know who in charge of the money? Who in charge of the money? Because why my taxes got to go up? Because you didn't do your job right. Matter of fact, I don't need you to have this job next year because you didn't do right by it. So if there's anyone else out there, I know it's almost time for you guys to vote. You got one more week left, but if you want to get in here sometime this week and, you know, just stand on your soapbox, I give you guys that opportunity. It was never a situation where I wanted to find clickbait from you, or I wanted to put you in a position where you were on the offense, on the defense or whatever. It was just to come in and to fill each person out, you know, make you more than just a name on the paper. You know, someone people could remember, someone people could actually reach out and feel as though they saw, touched. I mean, I know they can't touch you, but we got close. You know what I'm saying? So thank you very, very much for coming so much. I really do appreciate y'all. Thank you. Y'all, this is All Hustle, No Fear on Hits 92.3. But you already know, even though I have to go, I'm not leaving you for long. I will be back on Wednesday live, or you can catch us with a rerun show on the app tomorrow. Coming up next is the BBL nurse, and she'll be talking to you all things beauty and positivity. After that, we have the GOAT shop, and they will be talking to you about the sports and anything else going on in the community of balls and playing, wrestling. They was talking about hockey the other day. It's a hockey team out there where the whole starting lineup is black. Yeah. See, exactly. Exactly. Right. She understood what did not have to be said was said. It's a whole starting lineup of black hockey player. Oh, really? I might start watching hockey now. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Later on in the day, we've got two sisters. They're not twins. We have two bees in the pod. And then if you need any of your spiritual healing in the day, we have Faith 3T at 6 and Winter with a Y at 7. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned right here on the Hits 92.3 platform. I'm gonna leave y'all out with a little bit of good music. Here is Disgusted by Wiani.
Oh, I'm so disgusted. I can't believe I let you in and told you all my deepest secrets. You told me I'm expensive, but you treated me the cheapest. Thank God you let me go. I didn't know how much I needed this.